Bello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? One of the dark realizations that we had last episode was that we're extremely poor, and today we're going to try and fix it. But just to let you know that what we are going to do, there is something called RGB dye, correct? You can convert it into a block, and you can give it to the printer. Now instead of getting garbage ores, you're going to get blocks. Blocks can be put inside an arc furnace to give you a bonus output, and there is an easy way of getting a block of RGB dye through a laser drill. So that is the plan. It does require a lot of mini projects on the way, but let's get started. So ladies and gentlemen, here is our ore laser base, and I'm also auto crafting the laser drills. So we all know how this works. We need the base over here. Lasers can be up to 3 blocks away, up and down as well, and the drills are the ones that are going to require power, and the base is going to generate the ore, or in our case the RGB block. We're using a rainbow laser lens. That actually looks quite nice. So it's minimum Y level of -64 to max Y level of 420, okay? So it's anything. Yeah, we got our first block. Amazing. So this system works, it just has to be improved. However, in order to make the arc furnace, we're going to need tons of steel, and unfortunately the best way of making that is through Ender IO. Since there is no bedrock in this mod pack, the recipe for the grains of infinity has been changed, meaning that you no longer have to set fire to bedrock, you have to set fire to blocks of nether wart. This is a crimson nylium spore, you can easily craft it. We right click it on netherrack, and that is crimson nylium. And since we have tons of bones, we can actually make it spread, like so. And if we bone meal it, there is a chance of getting a crimson fungus. You can also get it using create, but this works fine. You see, we just got one. So if I'm not wrong, if this one grows, yeah, that's nether wart block. Oh, this one is tall. This is obviously a very easy process. You just place down some nether wart and you need fire on top. Once the fire goes off, there is a 50% chance of getting a grain of infinity. Like that. However, we want it to be automated, and there is an item user from Cyclic, and I just checked, it does work like that. You can also use firewater, but firewater requires create or immersive engineering, and for some reason not a vat. So I don't know, let's order 9 more. String. Yes, we don't have a production of string other than ex nihilo. So let's try to use our spider gateway. I think a data model is nice. Oh, they look creepy. Very creepy. The big ones should be super creepy, right? Oh my goodness, I hate them. Kill them. Thank you. Or we can just do this. A bit. Again, remember, this is not an expert mode mod pack, so we don't really have to go that crazy. I think 10 item users are going to be more than enough. We shall provide each and every one of them with flint. We want the tick delay to be at maximum, you know, for lag. Doesn't require a redstone signal. That's it. For collecting everything, what we need is going to be an interface and one absorption hopper. That should collect everything. We're facing west, so export to the west. That's it. Also, we muffle the sounds. It's under our base. Cool. We're getting grains of infinity. Wait a minute. You don't need the primitive alloy furnace to make the... Oh, you do. I was happy for a second. That is perfectly fine. We just need 2 dark steel. You work with coal. I forget. Oh, that's a spider. I was so confused. And I got spider eyes. We can have the rune of autumn, you know, for the rod of the shifting crust. But that should be our dark steel, and if I have not done anything wrong, that should be our alloy smelter, like so. I have also made the most garbage capacitor ever, and let me try to set up a system. We have 6 alloy smelters, all of them have the basic capacitors, and we have all the patterns. So can we have 6 octatic capacitors? No, these are very minor issues, they will be solved shortly, don't you worry. But now can we have 6? Thank you. It's gonna be very slow. We are extremely poor. I don't have iron. It's really a good thing that we're fixing it. Also, in between the episodes, I think we have, yeah, a bit of light gray dye. So we can make some iron and it will replenish itself. I just wanted to mention that an octatic capacitor makes a huge difference. Some of you very observant and experienced viewers might notice that I have made a boo-boo and looked at the wrong recipe. Steel cannot be made here. But on a very positive note, we do have Ender IO. It's just that we don't have steel, so let's get ourselves a pyrolyzer. We shall have a pattern for coal coke. That's not necessary. Honestly, at this very moment, I don't really care about creosote oil, so maybe we can void it. And you cannot filter out the creosote oil. Okay. This is some sort of a universal trash can, so it's gonna void everything, including the charcoal. So we're going to have a fluid duct so that only fluids go in, a servo, and then the trash can. So if I order coal coke like so, 100 of that, we should not have a problem, right? And it's decently fast. And it can go faster. You know, I just saw alloy smelting in the JI. I made a boo-boo. It happens. For the purpose of making steel, we're also going to make an extra induction smelter. We really want things to be fast, so I can have steel ingots, right? Right. You're not exporting, which is fine. I have never ever thought that making steel can be complicated. And yes, surprisingly complicated. The gist of it is, in the past, thermal expansion was very configurable. So you could have told it, hey, put the coal coke to the top, the fluid to the left. Here you can't filter it out and, well, that's the problem. It goes inside the pattern provider and it does clog up everything, so we need to come up with a better solution. And that better solution is in the form of a tesseract. The question is, can we have two? No. Well, we have a block of diamond, and we should be able to make some extra diamonds. Yeah, that's probably more than enough. Give me two. On the tesseract, we're going to have a channel for the ME system with my beautiful face. We're going to order a few conduits, and then we're going to do some remodeling. So you no longer export to the top, you just accept items from the pattern provider. We shall have our conduits like so. Hopefully they still stack. Lovely. We shall have a tesseract in the bottom, receiving the coal coke, and also a trash voiding the extra creosote oil. Also, I'm not exactly sure, but I think we can have the other tesseract up there, on top of the interface. We set it to the same channel, and we want you to be receive only. And now if we order coal coke, everything works, it comes through the system, and nothing goes inside the pattern provider, which is amazing. Very cool. We have steel. The problem is going to be the electrodes. I'm not really sure if it breaks or not, but we at least need to make a few. For making the electrodes, as well as getting the engineer's blueprint, what we need are HOP graphite. We already know how to make it. You need coke dust inside the squeezer. I have already made the squeezer, but apparently we either need to have crushing wheels from Create or a crusher from Immersive Engineering in order to make the coke dust. There is a problem with this. It always messes up the recipe. It's one coal gives you one coke. So why the hell are you always missing half of them? It's fine, after we get the arc furnace, I don't have to deal with it. Ever. So weird. Well, it's okay. I just don't get it. But obviously that is our coke dust. It can go inside the crate for the moment. Each 8 of that is going to give us 1 HOP graphite dust. Somewhere over there. Hopefully they can easily be cooked inside the redstone furnace. That is true. And therefore, here is my blueprint for electrodes. And if I have not done anything wrong, if we go to our engineer's workbench, switch the blueprint, you go in, that is our graphite. We need a teeny tiny bit more, but it's being prepared. Don't you worry. I try to make the arc furnace. Okay, so that should be the arc furnace minus the actual blast furnace inside. The reason that I'm saying that should be is that I always make it wrong. And in this version, I don't think we have a projector. No. Hologram? No. It's fine. Cross your fingers, hope for the best. So we need 27 blast bricks, and how do we make them? Oops. Well, not a big oops. Because in the bastions, I did manage to find some magma cream. I have 5. But I have spawned slimes. Yeah, that could be enough. Yeah, that's actually quite fine. The only thing that we're missing is actually just clay. That's it. I wanted to make an automation for clay, but this is like surprisingly fast. I will automate it later on, don't you worry. So blast bricks, we need 27. We have 27. Oh yeah, we also need 27 steel plates, and we just upgrade the blast bricks, like so. So it's 6 at the bottom row, 12 on the second row, and 9 on the third. Does it work? Oh my goodness, I made it. Also the texture has changed. They have the blast bricks here. It's such a lovely change. I like it. So electrodes go in, and let's get some ores. It should be incredibly fast. Whoa. And loud. An amazing change is just not good for the video. Why am I hearing lightning? That one? I have been hoping it's going to be fast, but yeah, it's processing blocks. Of course it's not that fast. But it does 12 blocks at a time, you know, if you distribute it equally. I guess the only thing remaining is to just work on the automations and also improve the laser drill. Okay, I just wanted to mention a few points. One is that arc furnace is literally beautiful. But I am going to install the entangled blocks because look, you have smoke, you have fire, and you also have the molten metal animation, so it's just a huge waste if you put something on top here. Secondly, I noticed a boo-boo. I know what's wrong with my coke oven. Well, not the coke oven, the pyrolyze oven. I put the trash can next to the pattern provider, so I think it was literally putting half of my coal inside the trash. Yeah, exactly half. So this time if I order 100, nothing should go wrong, right? Right. This time it's full. Also, another thing that I have noticed is that, yes, the drill is incredibly fast. I have upgraded these laser drills. You know, they have most of the upgrades. But the problem is each one of the drills is consuming 1000 RF per tick. We have 10. That's 10,000 RF. I don't really know about you, but I think we are only going to go with 36 of them. Max. There's not going to be a triple layer one. But this is so nice. Oh my goodness. I love it. Now that we have this amazing system which is generating us tons of resources, let's try to automate it. One of the things that you might notice is that the graphite electrodes are losing durability, and well, the anvil from Cyclic, which repairs items using power, has been disabled in the recent update. So later on we have to set up a mob farm so that I would be able to get some experience and make a few enchanted books. For the moment I just got my levels from the mob grinder from Draconic Evolution. So first off we need to move the drill to its permanent location, which I think this should be a decent spot. We will make a structure for it, don't you worry. Maybe. Again, I'm not 100% sure how many laser drills we're going to have. Let's start with 12. It's a decent number. Let's have a redstone flux cell. We shall provide it with power and some augments. Because we need to be able to transfer 12,000 RF, we can do double that. I also believe in the recent version, it doesn't really matter. The laser base can export to the bottom. Lovely. I mean, this is fine. It's like 9 resources per second. Do we need to go any faster? Probably not. We also need to do some filtering, so let's have a slice and splice so that I can make an advanced filter. That's it. I said 1, but maybe we need more. Also in this mod pack nothing ever breaks, so this is going to be the best slice and splice ever. Do we have silicon? No. Since now we have Ender IO, I think it's just sand inside the sag mill. Yeah, you get silicon. So my dearest friend, give me my filters. I'll go do some filtering. You died. Oh, yeah. I have been doing some filtering, I added entangled blocks, and we have a problem. I just wanted it to look nice. We're not using entangled blocks then, we're just gonna use more tesseracts. So let me try to explain to you what the hell is it that we're doing. First off, we do have the drill up there. It does generate us blocks of RGB dye, that goes inside the printer, and we get all kinds of resources. There are a few things that I don't really need, like dripstone pebbles, diorite pebbles, and granite pebbles. They go inside the trash can, and that's it. We are also getting draconium dust, which has to go inside the redstone furnace and into our system, so that we get the ingot. Then we are getting blocks of resources, which for me it's not that amazing. I do prefer the actual resources, and if we have to convert them into blocks later on, we will do it in our own system. And yes, also some of the pebbles, dripstone is a problem. It's fine, doesn't really matter. Then we are also getting Certus quartz, amethyst shards, etc. Those go inside the tesseract directly. And then we are getting blocks of raw ore, which goes inside this tesseract on a different channel and comes to our arc furnace. And with the entangled block, I was hoping to avoid this. It's fine, we will find a solution for it later on. Another thing that I have realized is that these tesseracts are amazing. It takes in the items automatically. I didn't know that. But that's our ore processing. Nothing to it. We're getting tons of resources. What is that? That's a chicken. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I love you. And already I have 2000 iron. Wow. It hasn't been more than 15 minutes. Just to give myself a break, I made myself some mage blooms and made the battle mage's armor from Ars Nouveau because it's purple. And yes, as a very good Samaritan, I also recycled my old armor. And I would like to mention, I do look fancy. In purple. Then I decided to work on the Sword of the Wyvern, and after getting a ton of potions, we finally have a decent sword with some AoE attack damage. We are going to need that sword because we need to fight the Guardian of Gaia tier 2. By obtaining the Ring of Odin and the Eye of the Flugel, I went to the End Islands in search of charms and tokens from Ars Nouveau. It's true, you can also buy them from villagers, but in this way, at least I can have some adventuring and also get some elytras. That means we are finally ready to start working on a mob farm using Drigmies. However, we also need to have some tablets of containment, and for that we need a manipulation essence. I didn't know you can use pedestals like this. This is kind of fun. And no, you don't need the arcane core, but it looks nice. It is true we can also trade it with villagers, but we might as well try to produce it first. If you touch that barrel, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, what the? There's an army. You're good. Now that we have a steady supply of emeralds, this should be relatively easy, you jerk. Are you crazy? Well, I have some wilden horn. Is that enough? Well, this is the problem. We didn't get it. Oh, you're an engineer. Bye. Well, we can always cycle through trades. That's a good thing. So that means we have easy villagers? No, maybe just one option. I just remembered I shouldn't kill them. What if it's an accident? Oh, that takes too much time. I know that they cycle their trades all the time, but well, I'm in a hurry. Well, we got starbunkles. Yes, I do confirm, they do cycle their trades every day, but I did not get the containment tablet. So I'm just using source in order to make the manipulation essence. So I guess if that is the case, let us try to gather some samples. We shall start with the chicken. Oops, jar is too far away. Yeah, if you use source, you don't have to waste tablets, but then you have to bring the mobs. We have a goat. That one is extra. A cow is always nice, but just the one. I have prepared a very small area for our drigmies and our mob farm. So let's get some drigmies. We have 10 tokens, but for the moment we're going to go with 4. That should be 2. I'm very grateful that it does not require any source. Well, at least the crafting part, the rest of it does. So I have also captured a few mobs inside a soul vial. Let's see if we can contain them. You know, with 1 ritual pedestal. It does consume source. I'm aware of that. But just in case, let's have our source link. So you're a wither skeleton. You're contained. I don't know what you are. A blaze. Get contained. Another wither skeleton, a slime. I did take the teeny tiny one so that we actually get the slime balls. Last time it was my boo-boo, so thank you for explaining it to me. But that's an egg. What a jerk. Who dropped an egg? Oh, I guess the chicken we have there. And obviously we have a zombie. For now. I think the drigmies do require a mossy cobblestone, so here is 1 mossy cobblestone. And let's see if we can summon them. Don't put my drigmies in a jar. Thank you. So for the moment we do have a netherite barrel and we want to see what kind of loot we are going to get. Although as you guys probably know, this has to be way more diverse. The more diverse, the more loot we are going to get. That's not bad, but this is what I'm interested in. Experience gem. And I think I need to start putting unbreaking on the electrodes. They're already broken. That was already the second set, but we have 6 more. So from all the mobs that we can have, I think we have all of them. Let's try to summon some extra ones. Guardian. Ew, drowned, why not? Creepers. Sure. I have a teeny tiny platform. We're going to perform this ritual here. Oh, you have to kill a certain number of enemies. Can I capture them here? Yeah, we need to kill 1 more. And it's not spawning. Oops, spawn something. Yeah, I think we're going to get a penalty. It's fine, we don't capture them here anymore. I shouldn't have done that. And I don't have this spell to unlock him. So what is the penalty? Oh, that's it. But I have my guardian, I don't care. That is the creeper one. They're funny. Okay, I have been trying my best to collect more loot bags from trees. Because we do need to have a more variety of mobs. And these are the trophies that I managed to get. The problem is that chopping down trees is taking a tremendous amount of time, even with the vein miner. So I was thinking maybe we can get the Terra Truncator from Botania. It even gets rid of the leaves. We just need like 4 Terrasil, that's enough. I can use the rest of the mana for my band of mana. We also need to fix the mana production one day. Don't really know when. But that is our brand new axe. And let's see if it's any better. Not bad. It does consume a bit of mana, is the problem. Although I don't see loot bags. Yeah, it doesn't give you any loot bags. Why? I don't know how this mechanic works. And it's a weird mechanic. Yeah, you see? This time we got one. Well, it's good for chopping down other trees, I guess. Somebody told me that you can craft loot bags, and that is very true. It's just that they're a bit of a pain. Buying them from villagers would be easier, but I don't have space for them yet. Can you, like, pick the bee nests up? No, it's fine. We move to another location. The mob farm is something that I have to work on anyways because we don't have all the gateways and we don't have all the mobs. So gradually we're going to add more mobs to it. The only problem is the amount of garbage that we're getting. So I don't know, wither skeleton left arm, right leg, left leg, whatever. I don't really know if I should filter out the garbage or just have a storage bus connected to the barrel. And maybe 1 extra stack upgrade and a void upgrade. It has been a teeny tiny bit of time later and I have done my best to clean up the base. Well, this part is never gonna be clean, but this part, I'm working on it. Oh, and by the way, that silo does nothing, it's just for decorations. Just like this chimney, it's nice. I like particle effects. And one more thing that I have discovered is that no matter how hard you try, you cannot put anything on the electrodes. The whole point of making the mob farm was to gather enough experience so that I can make unbreaking books, but it doesn't really work. So I guess for the moment we have to constantly just make electrodes, and yes, I have tried everything, even essence and spawners. I wanted to make the enchantment applicator. Oh, and yeah, I upgraded my magnet to the item dislocator from Draconic Evolution, because I can have the dislocation normalization field projector, you know, so that I don't pick up the code for mana. You know, I did say a teeny tiny bit later, but I also tried to get some awakened draconium using this recipe. It didn't work. This says awakened draconium, but trust me, I used maybe 1,000. I even have automation for it. Anyways, moving on, my main priority for today is to try and get some nether stars. At least try to automate it. At first I wanted to go with the wither builder. You know, we would build a wither, use the Draconic Evolution grinder and kill it. On demand using our applied energistic system, which is kind of fun. However, the wither builder does require ether gas, and to be honest with you, that's the only use I will ever have. So I was thinking we go with hostile neural networks. No, let's go with the fun method. And the fun method requires a gas tier. Well, for the white loot bag, I can do that. Because it's just white. I'm not that lazy. Oh my goodness, what did I do? I ordered 10 chests. How many did I have? Well, we are bound to get a ghast gateway. Horned sheep. No, I don't think we should try the titans. Baby ghast. I like that one. This was a failed project. We shall repeat it later on. The gist of it is there is no essence in this mod pack. I don't know how to get it. Why are you eating dyes? Yay. We have the trophy. Instead of using a spawn egg to change the spawner, we can just use this. Nice. You spawned then. It was a good failed project. Do they ever spawn? You know, the last segment of this episode for me has been a pain. But nothing works. But it's fine. Let's get the dragon egg. Where did you go? You, come with me. And you, ignore spawn conditions. Thank you. They don't drop ghast tears, do they? Oh, finally. A normal ghast. I just wanted to mention I really hate them. Did we get it? Yes. So please spawn ghasts. We have 2 ghast tears. That's more than enough. I needed that in order to make the stasis chamber, that's it. So not exactly sure how we want to do this, but I'm assuming this works. The laser is on top of his head. And you have power, right? Yeah. That is a fluid laser drill, and we're going to have 4 lasers. If one day I change my mind, we're going to have more. Oh, and yeah, a purple lens. And obviously some power for the lasers. Are we getting ether gas? Oh, and I have upgrades. Do we have ether gas? Dude, it's on top of your head. Ah, minimum Y level 200. Am I reading that right? Okay, we have a loose wither in our base. Which, to be honest with you, it's not a big deal. We just break you and run away. And hope he doesn't come in. I think he's falling down. Also, I forgot to turn off the mini ghasts. Yeah, he's falling down. Okay, we're good. There are no angel blocks in this mod pack, but I think I have a solution. We upgrade our Rod of the Lands to the Rod of the Highlands. It places down dirt everywhere, even in midair. There is also a scaffolding, but this is more useful. Wait a minute, why level 200 is... Wow, I can't power it using Draconic Evolution. I can. That's so weird. I'm really hoping that this time it works. The range is too much for the drills themselves, so we need a flux point. And here is a purple lens again. Yes, finally, ether gas. Well, on a very positive note, if he falls... Oh, it's gonna be a mess. Never mind. I do have fluid drives on auto crafting. Let's order 1. And I think we should be able to use a tesseract. ME system, activate, and receive. Oh, it's on items. Go to fluids. Really hoping it's chunk loaded. Because I mean, if he keeps falling, it's gonna be GG for our auto crafting setup. So do we get ether gas? Lovely. So we shall have a pattern for our wither builder. And by fixing a few missing patterns, we shall order it. Also, for fanciness, we are going to spawn him in the middle of our base. Because why not? This is also dark connected glass from Cyclic. It's supposed to be wither-proof. I'm hoping it is. Wither builder is also ready. That goes in the center. We just need to have a pattern provider. You need to have power. The pattern provider should not really push anything inside. So it's on blocking mode. We don't want 10 withers. And I guess we don't really have to go that crazy. We can just have an absorption hopper like so. We are facing west, so west. So what we need are 3 skulls, soul sand, and don't really know if you can drag and drop, but you can. That equals a nether star. And obviously we need the actual grinder. Like so. The other way. Actually, as far as I remember, this doesn't really explode, so we can just put it there. The pattern goes in and let's order 1 nether star. Okay, that's our wither. I'm really hoping the glass is as good as advertised. It is. I picked it up. I have my magnet. So I'm assuming we need to have a normalization field Magicabob. Like so. But let's order 1 more. Just to see if everything works. Cool. We have nether stars on auto crafting. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.